Sir, your name and your relationship to the child.
My name is Jesus Lopez, and I'm his father.
And representing the Attorney General's office.
Andrea Perard.
We have an original petition and a suit affecting the parent-child relationship. And we're having a hearing. Is that correct, Ms. Perard?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And do we have any stipulations?
We do, Your Honor.
All right, let's read those into the record.
Yes, Your Honor. The parties are in agreement to the following terms: that they will be joint managing conservators, with the mother designating the residence with a geographic restriction to Harris and contiguous counties. The father will exercise a standard possession order. The father will apply for health insurance through his employer for health and dental at a cost of $87 per month. The child is currently on government assistance, but the father has confirmed that he has health insurance available through his employer. No retroactive child support, medical support, or dental will be ordered. The issue before the court is, Your Honor, is the child support.
All right. So far, is that your agreement, Ms. Arriaga?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. Lopez, so far, is that your agreement?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's proceed on the issue of child support.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, at this time, the state would call Ms. Arriaga. Ma'am, you understand that the Attorney General's office calculated a proposed child support amount for you in the amount of $486 per month.
Hello?
Is that?
I can't hear anything. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Kind of. It's kind of breaking up a little bit. I can hear you now, though.
Okay. Ms. Arriaga, do you understand the child support officer has calculated a proposed child support amount for you? Are you aware of that?
Yes, ma'am. I am aware of that.
And that amount came out to be $486 per month. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you are asking that the court not order Mr. Lopez to pay you any child support. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
And why is that?
So, from my experience, with, Jesus, so he is a very active part of our son's life. I also have an older child, and he's a very active part of his life as well. We don't live together, but he makes an effort every single day. As soon as he gets off of work, he comes over here and he spends time with not only his child, but my first child as well. And I don't believe me receiving any child support from him would benefit me in any way it wouldn't benefit me because of all the time, that he actually puts in right now. And he does buy, his diapers and everything, if the kids need clothes, not just his child, but my other child as well. If he needs clothes, he buys clothes for him, So for me, I don't feel like I need to receive any child support just because he's an active part of their lives right now. And from my experience, my first son's dad is on child support, and you know what? He doesn't see him. I don't get any money, and he doesn't spend any time with him. So I don't think that Jesus needs to be on child support because of that, because he puts the time in with my kids.
Okay. And how old is this child?
Our child?
Yes, your child with him.
Yeah, my child with him is 3.
Okay. And has he how much has he spent providing for the child financially?
How much financially?
Yes.
So I honestly don't keep track of it because I don't ask for money. I was working, so I didn't need any money from him, but he does. So anytime he needs diapers, so he doesn't physically give me money, but if diapers are needed every month, he gives me diapers. So I guess sometimes that would be once to twice a month for diapers. And for any type of clothes. So if he needs clothes, if he needs wifeys, he'll help out also and buy like groceries for the kids. So like any kind of fruits and vegetables, snacks and stuff like that for the
Okay.
kids. So I don't have an estimated amount, but I would say he spends a good amount of money on the kids.
So what would be to happen if he stopped paying for any of those items or visiting with the child? Because that could always occur in the next 15 years, correct?
Yes, ma'am, that could happen.
Okay. And how would you provide support for the child?
Well, right now I've been working for the past 2 years. So I'm currently looking for another job right now. I had to leave my other job, unfortunately, due to some issues I was having with harassment with some of my employees. So, but I have been working. I've been maintaining a steady job. So right now I'm just looking for another job.
I pass this witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Lopez, do you have any questions of Ms. Arriaga?
No, sir.
All right. Call your next witness, Ms. Roy.
State calls Mr. Lopez. Sir, you would agree that the proposed child support amount of $486 is compliant with what your gross income of about $2,946 per month. Does that sound about right?
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Okay. You make approximately $2,946.67 per month. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
And we calculated your child support based on that income, the costs of health insurance, and that you have no additional children to be $86. Is that correct?
All right.
Okay. And you are asking the court not to order you to pay court-ordered child support. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. And why is that?
Well, like Mrs. Arriaga said, I mean, I'm trying my best and staying our kids' life and I mean, I love my kids and I wouldn't like I wouldn't dare like stop helping her and I mean, my wishes is that we can get back together and we're talking about it and I'm trying my best and stay working so I can provide and what else can I say that I mean,
Okay.
I love them and
sir, you understand that child support is set not based on the idea that the parent does not have a relationship. It's based on the fact that the parent has a relationship, but this is to also account for the time when the parent is not with that child. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And what is to happen if for some reason you stopped providing financial support for this child? How is the court to know
I mean,
to consistently
it's not going
for the child in the next 15 years?
I mean, he's my child. I mean, I would never I would never do that. I would never stop providing. And I mean, she knows. I mean, she knows and I know I'm always gonna be providing for him and what else can I say?
Okay, I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Ms. Arriaga, do you have any questions of Mr. Lopez?
No, sir, I don't.
Mr. Lopez, if you had to pay child support, would you quit seeing the child?
Of course not.
Well, let's say,
Of course not.
Ms. Arriaga, did you hear that?
Yes, I heard him.
You were sort of saying, well, he doesn't have to pay because he's been so good about visiting with his child, which all parents should, all fathers should. But even if he has to pay child support, he says he's not going to quit visiting with the child. So you don't. So if you don't want the child support, and I'm going to order it, all you have to do when you get the check is flip it over, endorse it, and give it back to him. But in the meantime, I'm not going to take any chances that in the next 15 years, he's always going to be there. We never know that. Just like married couples say, well, I'm never going to get a divorce. Well, they end up getting a divorce. So the father's ordered to pay child support in the amount of $486 beginning April 1st, 2022. All the other stipulations are approved. Again, Ms. Arriaga, if you don't want that money, you can give it right back to him. Understood?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yes. And
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes.
Thank you. You in a breakout room with Mr. Barrera to finish going over that order. Maria, if you can do that for me.